All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with, some people call you Big Tim, some people just call you just Tim. But how's everything going?
Oh man, everything is going fantastic, fantastic.
That's awesome. You know, we're at the Lamont Roach media workout, you know, and I know that you're out here making sure he's good, making sure, you know, ain't no problems. Could you elaborate a little bit more to your job and role in the camp?
Yeah, pretty much. What I try to do is, you know, like I said, just try to, you know, keep the champ protected, make sure he's good. Mm-hmm. You know, after he trains hard, you know, just try to make sure he stays nice and dry. You know, it's cold in here, so we don't, you know, want any mishaps. You know, just try to dry him off, make sure all his equipment is up to par, and just pretty much overall make sure that he's good. Because you'll notice a lot of times I run over, ask him, you say, champ, you good? You know, anything you need? You know, just make sure he's okay. You know, pretty much.
You know, some people might maybe even refer, I don't know if it's, because I know you're a boxer trainer as well, but in this particular role, it's I wouldn't call it necessarily maybe like a bodyguard, but just making sure that a week out before fight comes out, people don't just bump into them
Absolutely.
Or they don't realize they might be a little bit too rough.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, I guess it's my first time kind of interviewing an individual that kind of makes sure, is this a normal thing in most camps, would you say?
I think a lot of fighters, you know, over the years, they have had that, and I don't think they realize the importance of it, because sometimes people do get excited, and then, you know, he's a world champion. And what you want to do is you want to just protect him, you know, from like little unnecessary injuries. Like I said, somebody might want to run up to him and, you know, give him a hug, and you can bump and, you know, injure his wrist, or like I said, step on his ankle and injure. We don't need any injuries up until fight time. So pretty much, like I said, more of a, I guess if you can call it like a protective barrier, kind of, you know, because like I said, people do get excited, you know, want to meet them and greet them, but like I said, sometimes they don't realize how, you know, even with athletes, everyday athletes, you notice, you know, I might crack a bottle of Gatorade and hand it to them, or, you know, something for them, just to make sure you don't, you know, sustain any unnecessary injuries. And I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and you know, a part of that is, I'm assuming that it's already happened and you had to kind of push somebody off. Was it just a kind of a modest oops, or did you actually have to be like, oh man, we don't have to meet outside?
It was a modest, and like I said, sometimes, you know, people don't mean it. You know, they don't know, because they don't realize, you know, how important, you know, these guys, you know, these athletes are. And like I said, their bodies are like a treasure, and we have to treat it as such. So we try to, you know, let people know, be mindful, you know, it's fight time, you know, let's try to be careful. But overall, he's so outgoing. You know, he enjoys it. You know, people come up and shake his hand and give him a hug, and, you know, the champ, you know, he's real good with it.
No,
but sometimes you have to protect them from themselves.
Especially when you have to cut weight and things coming up. So, you know,
absolutely,
a lot of money on the line, and
absolutely.
You know, getting into Lamont, you know, you've been around him, and I just have to ask, because, you know, he's fighting a guy that many people view as untouchable. You know, the guy in the division who's knocking everybody out. He has an aura about him. He's the superstar. But, you know, you've seen Lamont train really hard, and a lot of people are really giving him the benefit of the doubt. So for those people, what can you tell them, and what's some of the insight that you're able to share with the world?
Well, one thing I can say, he's ready, and he will shock the world. I think a lot of people are now starting to realize and know who he is, not just as a person, but as a fighter. Mm-hmm. And he's a hell of a fighter. He's a great world champion. And he's going to put it on display March 1st. He's going to shock the world. He's going to shock the world.
Do you see this fight going the distance, or someone's getting laid out?
Oh, it depends. You know, Tank don't want to submit, lay down. We're gonna put him down. But overall, he's gonna get ass whooped.
Yeah. You know, I know there's a lot of rumors in the D.C. area that he's been, you know, stopping a lot of sparring partners, and a good chunk of them haven't decided to show up. So, I mean, is there you know, everyone's kind of hinting like yes, not every single one, but have you got to see some of these sparring sessions, and is there truth?
Absolutely. And he's so focused and ready. He's to the point where I don't care who you put in there with him. Excuse my French. You're gonna take an ass whooping. So he's ready.
Was there a moment in one of the sparring sessions where you kind of wanted to look at the other side and be like, yo, just get this fighter out, get him out?
No, that's what you signed up for. So I know. So he's ready. He's ready.
Awesome. And then before I let you go, where can the fight fans get a little bit more information, social media or anything like that?
Well, I would rather for come out and support. If you don't watch it on pay-per-view, everybody knows at the Barclays Center March 1st. Ticketmaster, come out, get a ticket, and come see one of the hottest boxing matches this year, guaranteed.
Awesome, appreciate it.